Boom! What's up, everyone? That's right, it's Monday. Welcome back to Monday Muster. It is another week that we are getting after it. If you don't know who I am, I'm retired Navy SEAL Jason Redman, and it is another great week to crush it. Monday is always that first day that we get to do that. I love Mondays. For those of you that hate Mondays, I hope you'll change your mindset. This Monday Musters that we have are about leadership. They're about resilience. They're about balance. They're about getting after it in your life as a husband, as a man. For those of you that are out there, it is about just living your best self. Today's Monday Muster, I am talking about communication as a leader. Oftentimes, I watch a lot of leaders. I coach people. I watch people in business. I speak to companies all across the country. And there tends to be, most people either have two issues with communication. They either A, don't communicate enough. So they keep things inside and they just assume that people know, well, of course they know this. I sent out emails, I talked about it. So they don't communicate enough. Or B, we live in the world of oversharing. They communicate too much, man. Just, Niagara Falls of the mouth, and they're just giving way too much information. As a leader, it's important to figure out there is a balance in how we communicate. Not only that, we need to understand some critical things. When we are introducing new things, maybe you're running a business and you've created a new business and there's culture and brand and values, and you're implementing these new things to new employees, new staff members, even your customers that are out there. Believe it or not, people need to hear something a minimum of 7 times before it even starts to sink in. So when you think you're a broken record because you're talking about a new policy, a new way you're going to do things, guess what? You need to continue to share. You need to continue to reiterate it. You need to get your staff to do it. You need to get your team members to do it, and you even need to get your family to do it. So guess what? That's the point that we want to double down, and we're not necessarily oversharing. We're just emphasizing what we're putting out. Another tool in communication, guys, is our ability to speak to someone directly about a certain subject and getting them to repeat it back to you. I do that with my kids when they were growing up. I do it with other people when I'm speaking to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Tell me what you heard. They repeat it back. We reinforce what we just put out. This is clear communications. It is direct. They are reinforcing that they heard it and bringing it back to you. That's good communication. Our ability to both deliver and our ability to both listen to what they have to say, so that as a leader you can be clear that they understood what you were putting out. And the last part, guys, most people just share way too much information. I mean, the reality is, whether you are running a sports team, whether you're running a military unit, whether you are running your family or a business, they don't need to know everything. I'm dumbfounded by what's going on in the United States right now, where everybody's like, we should have access to all this classified information. No, you shouldn't. You don't need to know all those things. One side, there are things that we need to protect. Sources, intel assets, technologies that are out there. We don't need to provide that to every single American. Number two, there are things that are happening behind the scenes that are dangerous and scary. And guess what? If the American people knew everything that was going on behind the scenes, they'd be living in constant terror. That is the balance. The question you have to ask yourself as a leader is, what do my people need to know right now? And what should I share with them? So that is the balance as a leader you need to look at, whether it's in your company, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your business, or maybe you run a team. I'll give a great example of this. When I was wounded, severely wounded, any of you guys that may not know my story, I was operating on the battlefield in Iraq, and I was shot 8 times between my body and body armor. 2 rounds in the elbow, almost took my arm off. I took a round in the face. When my commanding officer finally got a hold of Erica on the phone, he said, your husband's the luckiest guy I know. He said he was shot multiple times, including a round to the face. Erica didn't fully know what my mental capacity was then, and she was really struggling with this in her head. And we had young children, and they're asking her, what's going on? What's going on? And Erica had to decide, what am I going to tell them? What do they need to know? What can they handle? Those were the 2 questions. And Erica decided in that moment to let them know, Daddy's been hurt. He was shot in the arm, but she did not tell them I had been shot in the face yet. She wanted to gather more information. She wanted to find out herself what was my mental capacity, my mental capabilities after this had occurred. This was smart. It was amazing. And later, obviously, we were able to tell the kids, hey, Daddy was shot in the face, but look, he's going to be okay. He's going to recover. You should run your business the same way. We need to balance our communication. We don't want to over communicate, but we also don't want to go down the path of under communicating. Good leaders understand how to be direct, how to deliver the information, and give people the information they can handle. That's what we're talking about on Monday Muster today. Go out there and lead and communicate better on this Monday. Amen.